Maybe Bump 2, Chapter 10, Best Laid Plans. Hope you're all having a good day. Not long after the election, on the day of your next childbirth class, you stop by Ma's office to pick him up and find him hunched over a box, shoving items inside. Can't believe bunch of bull. Still hovering awkwardly in the door, you clear your throat. Miles whirls around and notices you. Hey, you ready to go? I don't want to be late, but I can give you a little more time if you need. Give me a minute. Walk over and place your hand on his shoulder, giving it a gentle squeeze. Hey, I'm here for you, okay? I know. He shoves the lid to the box closed, trying to force it to fit despite a couple items still sticking out. Come on, shut or I'm gonna make you shut! Miles, save some of that anger for Craig. If you want to kick his ass, I'm not gonna stop you. I've got a thing or two I'd like to tell him myself, actually. I'd rather avoid jail time. Don't worry. I'm an excellent getaway driver. Just then, Craig waltzes into the room and takes a seat on top of the large desk in the center, shoving the remaining items out of the way. I can't believe this space will soon be mine. All mine. Sure beats that crappy little desk out front. Go to hell, Craig. Oh, right. I forgot to give y'all my condolences. Sure, such a shame. All that hard work you put into the park was pointless. I got bulldozers ready to plow it down in the next few weeks so we can get started on my golf course. What? You don't have the authority. What happens to the park is the council's decision. Ah, you forget. My little prego muffin, now that I'm mayor, we all know they're gonna side with Moy. Oh, you're a spineless, pathetic toad. Not to mention an egotistical pig who only cares about himself. You take every good thing that this town has going for it, and you twist it around into something terrible just to screw over other people. The world would be a much better place if you weren't in it. Now Gracetown's new mayor. You can't talk to me like that. Are you done yet, or is there more? Craig pulls a sealed envelope out of his jacket and grins sadistically as he offers it to you. Here's an invitation to the park's demolition. I wouldn't want you to miss it. You actually made an invitation with a crown. Duh. It's 'cause I'm king of Gracetown now. Miles slams his fist down on the desk, startling both of you. Get out. You can't. Get out! Until I hand over my keys, this office is still mine. So leave now. Craig glances between you both before he storms out of the room, slamming the door behind him. That's the person they've chosen to be mayor. It makes no damn sense. I know it doesn't. And I'm sorry. It ain't your fault. With a huff, Miles returns to packing. As you go to join him, you notice a tub full of glitter sitting beside a few other strange objects. Miles, you've been doing some crafting in your spare time? Confiscated items. I gotta take them to Keith. Please tell me why you had to confiscate a tub of glitter. Did someone try to bedazzle the town sign? Planned to glitter bomb the whole council. Oh man, that would have been hilarious. Can you imagine Cassandra, all covered in cheap glitter? Or Jebediah? Or Craig. He'd be cleaning it up for weeks. Oh no, my friend, glitter never truly goes away. It remains. You know, that gives me an idea. Glitter bomb Craig's new office to get some sweet revenge and help cheer Miles up. Miles is anything like me, the glitter bomb ain't gonna do much. We're gonna cut this whole place from ceiling to floor, and all of Craig too, if we can manage it. Make him pick it out of his hair. You grab the tub full of glitter and dump it into an envelope, then rig it to spray everywhere with a pin and a rubber band. Viola, that should do it. Should we sign it? Pretty sure he's gonna know it was us, but we might as well have extra fun with it. Grab a pen and scrawl onto a piece of paper. From Jen and Miles. You toss it into the envelope and then carefully write Craig's name on the front. Still feels empty. What if we give him some kind of dumb title, like Craig the Clueless? Or Craig, owner of the world's ugliest suit. I've got it. Craig the... Yeah, because we can't type anything longer. Craig the Clueless. Sounds about right. Now, come on. You've still got to give Craig the keys to the beautiful and clean new office. For a perfect view of the carnage. You pick up the remaining boxes and step into the general office where Craig is waiting. His arms crossed, Miles practically throws the keys at him. The place is all yours. I can't wait to take your placard off the door. Maybe I'll keep it to remind myself how much better I am than you. You. By the way, Craig, someone stopped by earlier with a letter for you. I left it on the desk. Craig pushes past Miles into the office and over the desk, where he picks up the envelope while you and Miles walk from the doorway. Craig the Clueless. What the hell? Craig rips open the envelope, and the pen inside whirls around, sending glitter flying through the air. Good luck getting that out, Craig. It coats every available surface, from desk to floor to bookshelves, and completely douses Craig in the shower of sparkles. What? Oh my god. Well, that's not coming out. Who did this? He returns the envelope, dumping out another heap of glitter onto the desk, along with the scrap of paper you put inside. He snatches it up. So, it was the two of you. Obviously. I'll have you arrested for this. For what? Celebrating your first day as mayor? That's hardly a crime. Think of it like confetti. Just much harder to clean. I'm Craig Thaddeus Finch, Jr. You can't do this to me! Really? I thought you were Craig the Clueless Finch. As you and Miles head for the front door, you turn over your shoulder and to cast one last look at Craig, still covered in glitter. Oh, and Craig the Clueless, you got some glitter right there. It's all over your desk. And your shoulder, for that matter. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, you got glitter basically everywhere. Might want to do something about that. I'm sure it's gonna be a nightmare to clean up. Hope you like sparkles! Still not as... Whatever. You and Miles step outside onto the bustling Gracetown streets. When you look over, you catch Miles grinning. I can't believe we did it. Craig is gonna be finding glitter in his clothes for weeks, not to mention it's probably never gonna come out of the carpet. I haven't felt that good in ages. I really needed that, Jen. Sometimes petty revenge is the best medicine. Now, come on. Clint's gonna think Craig kidnapped us or something if we're late to the childbirth class. A short drive later, you, Clint, and Miles arrive at the hospital for your next childbirth class. Lori stands at the front of the classroom as you filter in. Her eyes flick from you to Clint to Miles. Well, well, well. Only two of your entourage today. Should I be expecting a repeat of our last class? No, just the three of us today. No unexpected guests. Promise. I warned Gavin and Joel not to come. No one else, guaranteed. We'll be on our best behavior. You'd better be. I've got my eye on you. She gives you one final glare before stalking off. Clint lets out a sigh of relief. I gotta be honest. That woman scares me. I kinda like her. She's been through the trenches. As you all take your seats, Lori sets up a series of furniture pieces near the front of the room, including tables, chairs, and a lamp. Today we're covering how to care for your newborn, starting with baby-proofing. Seems a bit early for that. You can't do it overnight. You need to be prepared. All important cabinets should be locked. All objects that can be tipped over need to be anchored down. My place is full of furniture. I'm gonna have to go over with a fine-tooth comb. Relax. We still have plenty of time to get this done. Oh, as a person who has babysitted, let alone taken care of two special needs kids for 18 plus years, listen, all this baby-proofing crap, it's called survival of the fittest and Darwinism, okay? The best way to find what's dangerous to a baby is to act like one. Get down on their level. You, Jen, go! Get on the floor and tell me what you see. I see the floor needs to be polished. You, Clint, and Miles all move up to the front of the classroom, and with Miles' help, you get down on your hands and knees in front of the furniture. What looks dangerous? Everything. The side table could tip over and crush them. Anything with glass could shatter and cut them to pieces. Even a tumble on the hardwood floor could scrape their little knees. It's like everything in here is designed to hurt them. I just had to over-exaggerate this. Anything is a possible safety hazard. You must address it all. Quickly, let's go home and carpet the floor. Word of advice, a baby gate. Buy one and use it. Which lasts for about a month. Isn't that kind of harsh? I don't want the kids to feel like they're prisoners. Better in prison than dead. What else? Those medications shouldn't be sitting on the table. They should be locked up. Same with cleaning products. Correct. Poison control ain't gonna save you if your baby downs a bottle of Pidels or drinks bleach. Chug, little Timmy, chug. Listen, I can laugh about these things because it's never happened on my watch because I'm a responsible parent. I'm gonna try not to think about that for longer than necessary. After Lori gives a few more tips on child-proofing, she leads you all over to a couple of car seats laid out beside the entire backseat of a car that's been removed. Keep your baby in a rear-facing car seat as long as possible. And how long is that exactly? Until they turn 18. As long as possible. I brought several special guests to ensure that you are properly installed a car seat backwards, forwards, and blindfolded. Here's Officer Keith. I'll be around to evaluate the safety of each installation. Is there some secret to this? If we follow the instructions on the car seat, shouldn't it be fine? Following the instructions is key, but you also need to make sure the car seat stays in place and doesn't wiggle. Clint and Miles pick up one of the car seats and get it situated while you read over the instruction manual. Okay, we got it facing the right way. And I've anchored it to the special bolts in the chair. That should be all we need to do, right? Why is it still wiggling? Miles gives the car seat an aggressive shake, and it visibly shifts. He scowls as he shoves his hands underneath it, muttering to himself, "The hell's wrong with this thing?" Miles? I think we missed a step. Ignoring you, he continues to fiddle with the bolts. He slams his fist frustratedly against the side of the car seat. Come on, you piece of crap! You still need to feed the seatbelt through? I know what I have to do! It's just a car seat, Miles. There's no need to get so worked up. Oh, we've still got plenty of time to figure it out. Oh, why don't, we just start over from the beginning? If I don't get this right, the babies could get hurt or die. That's the whole reason we're here, to learn how to do these things. I know, but he's questioning himself. He did everything right as mayor, and some piece of caca got elected over him, and people chose to go to him versus Miles. He's questioning himself. You don't get it, Jin. Maybe I would if you would calm down and tell me. It's not that easy. Forget it. I need some air. He turns and storms out of the room, the door slamming behind him. Lori joins you and stares after him. Well, that escalated quickly. You really do bring outbursts with you. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. This one ain't fully on you. Shame, though, he was always a compassionate kid. I didn't know you two knew each other. Old Gracetown families. I knew his parents, got to watch him grow up. There was one time when he was 9, and his parents were away to drop his sister off at summer camp. And it just so happened their mare went into labor that very night. When he was only 9? That must have been terrifying. I don't even think I knew how to ride a bike when I was that age. I never could have dealt with something like that intense. I could tell you the story if you like. Might help you get over what's going on. Play as young Miles in this exclusive flashback scene and earn the following patch for your baby blanket. I'm sure it had also nothing to do with the fact that he just did right by everybody as mayor, but moving on. Mama Horse and her fowl. Like I said, he was only about 9 at the time. Now playing as Miles many, many years ago in the middle of the night, and you've just gotten up to get yourself a glass of water when you hear a strange groaning noise from outside. Stupid spooky house. Stop that. And then you hear it again. Hang on, that sounds like Caramel. Rush outside in the barn where you find Caramel, your family's mare, pacing restlessly in her stall. I know you're pregnant, which means you're probably going into labor. Okay, first, I need you to calm down. 9 years old, somehow tells a horse to calm down. She shakes her head vigorously and kicks behind her a couple times, refusing to stand still. Talking to her. You slowly walk towards Caramel, speaking in a hushed and soothing voice as you approach. I know this is stressful and you're in pain. Just know you're gonna be a great mom, I'm sure of it. Caramel whines at you and stops pacing. You reach out and brush your fingers through her mane. There we go, that's a good girl. Grab a rake and cover the ground in hay so the newborn fowl has a soft landing spot. Have you ever landed on hay? It's not really that soft. I know it's just the two of us, so I'm gonna make sure your baby comes out nice and safe through. 9 years old. That's right, we'll get through this together. After getting everything ready, you take a seat outside of the stall, watching and waiting. An hour passes without much change, and Caramel grow more distraught as time passes. The membrane still isn't broken. Something's wrong. You rush into the stall with a pair of scissors and carefully work until you see the fowl's front hooves. Grab a hold of the hooves and pull, dragging the fowl closer to you, but the head still isn't free. Come on, Caramel, push! On the next contraction, the fowl tumbles onto the bed of straw, along with a rush of fluid that splatters all over you. You sputter for a moment before you rise and fall on the fowl's chest, where she lays on the ground, and you can't help but grin. Yeah, okay. You couldn't have made a small horse, Pixelberry? We did it. See that, Caramel? You're a mama! I'd better... help you stand. Come on your feet. Wrap your arms around her middle and lift her up, supporting her weight. The fowl scrambles around frantically, trying to find her balance. It's okay, I got you. Take your time. Once she's got her feet under her, you let go and she wobbles forward. She stumbles, but catches herself and soon is able to make her way around the stall without any help. She returns to you affectionately, bumping her head against your shoulder. I think I'll name you Midnight. That makes no sense. I know you're not a black horse, but that is the time of the day you were born, so it fits. Yeah, the horse understands, clearly. I'm glad you like it. Midnight? You're the best horse in Gracetown. Gracetown ain't ever seen a horse like you. We can ride in the holiday parade and maybe even compete in the rodeo. Now you'll be famous all around the county. That brought zero understanding to the situation in Miles' outburst. My reasoning was more or less spot on, but I move on. And his parents found him the next morning, still curled up with Midnight. That's so cute. Not to mention impressive. He got lectured something fierce about not calling them in the vet, but he saved the fowl, so it's hard to tell him off. Wow, it sounds like Miles was never afraid to get his hands dirty. I'm sure delivering a fowl was a super messy and kind of gross. Oh, it is, trust me. If it's anything like what I've read about human childbirth, it most certainly was gross. But he didn't shy away from that. He always puts in the work, and even if it isn't fun or glamorous. Around the room, the other classmates nod in agreement. One dabs at her eyes with a tissue. That story was so sweet, I'm crying. No wonder he was always such a good mayor. He's been like that since he was a kid. I think he just needs a reminder of all that he's accomplished. And I'm gonna be the one to remind him. Searching the hospital high and low, you finally find Miles sitting on a bench, his head buried in his hands, and you take a seat beside him. Just imagine sad Keanu when he was sitting on a bench. You should be in class, Jen. Lori called a break. She told us this really cute story about what you were like as a kid. What kind of story? She told us how you saved a baby horse. That one again. I thought it was really sweet. He lets out a heavy sigh and his face falls as he glances over at you. I'm sorry, Jen. You were just trying to help. I shouldn't have lashed out. It's fine. I figured you didn't just hate car seats. He chuckles. The car seat didn't help. I thought you were gonna throw it at somebody's head. Whatever's going on, know that you can trust me. I'm just devastated. I lost the election, I failed Gracetown, and you'll pay the price. Miles... Frank will try his damnedest to make your life a living hell. He runs a frustrated hand through his hair. Everything fell apart, and it's my fault. Look, we'll get through this together. I won't lie, this is definitely a challenge, but if I'm being honest, I'm just as upset and worried as you are. You reach over and take his hand, giving it a squeeze. But we don't have to face this alone. We have each other. I couldn't do it without you. And just then, Lori comes out of the hospital, her arms crossed. Ahem, you two done with your heart-to-heart? I won't have any student of mine miss some of the most important skills required as a parent. We'll be right there. You'd better be. Don't make me come out here again. As the two of you get up and head inside, Miles pauses by the door. Thanks, Jen. I try to power through on my own, but you've reminded me I can turn to others for help. Anytime. We're in this together, through thick and thin. Back in the classroom, Lori gathers each of you in the front of a wash bin, or basin, and a baby doll laid out beside it. Now, you're all going to practice giving your newborns a bath. That's a thing we need to practice? Yes, Jen, yes. Baths, like everything else, are dangerous if not prepared. The drowned baby is not a happy baby. Lay them gently in the bath, feet first. Also the fact that you should never abandon your baby while in the bath, but I digress. And don't forget to support their head. Follow Lori's instructions and place the doll in the water, being sure to keep your hand behind its neck. Keep that one hand supporting the baby the entire bath. Use the other to clean. What if you're dealing with twins? Then one of you will stand there and support both babies while someone washes them, silly. Bathe them one at a time, or get more people to help. Looks like this will be a tag team operation. Glance over and see Miles easily sporting the baby doll in the water while wiping it clean with a damp cloth. At least one of us already has the hang of it. I grew up on a ranch. It takes a lot of work to keep animals clean. Like little Midnight when she was first born. Among others. Miles, you're the kindest person I know. You care so much about the people of Gracetown and these two babies that aren't even yours. Yeah, make sure to keep reminding him of that. That'll really just win him over. I'm just doing my best to help out. I know, but it takes a big heart for all of that. It's what makes you such a great mayor. And even if you can't continue that, it's also what's going to make you such an incredible dad. Jane, hi. Thank you. He gently removes the baby doll from the water to dry it off, just as Lori passes by. Keep up that form, Miles, and bath time won't cause you any issues. You hear that, everyone? Miles is a star pupil. A bath's hardly worth celebrating. Are you kidding? Not only did you do an incredible job as mayor, but you're also the best at giving baths. I don't know anyone else who has both those titles. He also saved a ton of local businesses, like my favorite bakery. And he's a dog lover. He partnered with the local shelter, so all the animals there could find good homes. See? The people love you. They love you so much they let Craig get elected. Shut up. You've clearly had an impact, and just because you can't keep being mayor doesn't mean you didn't do amazing stuff before. You changed so many lives and left behind a legacy that's going to last for years to come. I'll admit it, it's nice to be appreciated. Isn't that what you hired me for? To tell you like it is? Pretty sure you just annoyed me into it. Give him a playful shove, and at the front of the room, Lori clears her throat. Now, if we're done with this very touching moment, I've got one last lesson. Breastfeeding. Oh. Is that something you recommend for all mothers? I know some can't always do it. The nutrition is good for the baby. It helps the two of you bond during the process. But there's no shame in using formula. The most important thing is that the baby's healthy. Right. Now pair up and practice with your partner and your baby doll. Wait, what the hell does my partner need to help me breastfeed for? Will my partner be acting like it's the baby? I want to see perfect forms when I come round to check. You and Miles step off to the corner of the room where you can undress with a bit of privacy. I grabbed another doll to practice for the twins. Thank God we're only having two, or I need to grow another arm. He chuckles as he helps situate the first doll in your arm so that so its mouth rests against your breast. As he goes to hand you the other doll, you struggle to balance it, and he slides his arms around your waist from behind in order to help. That looks just right. Got his hands through your belly. Still holding one of the babies, you guide Miles' hand down your belly, resting it there. As you take a deep breath, you feel a sharp pinch as one of the baby's kicks and Miles' arms tightens around you. Glance back to see him grinning. I can't believe how soon they'll be here. Yep, pretty soon they'll be kicking in our arms rather than inside of me. Form looks good over here. Hey Jen, you're unnatural. Real babies will be much harder. Don't forget to check their latch. You got it. Put your clothes back on and join the rest of the class as you and the other mothers line up at the front. We've been through a lot together. Don't forget a single bit of it because... Congratulations, you've all passed childbirth classes. All of y'all will be the best parents out there, you hear? Don't let me down or else. Woohoo, we passed. Though I'm honestly not sure we could have failed. I think that's my cue to head home. Y'all have a nice evening. As Clint gives you a wave and heads out the door, Miles reaches over and takes your hand. It's been a stressful few weeks. For both of us. That's why I was thinking there's a spa down the road. Might be nice to take the night off and relax. Miles Dixon, relax? Has hell frozen over? Not yet. I happen to know it's got massage tables, romantic candlelight, and warm baths. Sounds idyllic. And what do you say? Wanna go? Go to the spa with Miles, romantic night together, and get a chance to heat your relationship up. A spa date with Miles? Sure. A night of relaxation is just what I need after these last few weeks. Besides, who knows when we'd get the chance to do this once the babies are here. Not for 18 years. At the spa, you and Miles are ushered into a private room filled with the sweet smell of flowers and the soft light of candles. Wow, this place is amazing. I can almost feel the tension just melting away. Feels a bit over the top. I mean, flower petals. They add ambience. Now, take off your clothes so we can really enjoy all this place has to offer. Don't have to tell me twice. He smirks as you begin to undress. You can feel his gaze on you, watching your every move. When you turn and catch him in the act, his eyes are dark with desire, and you give him a playful wink. Someone's getting distracted. With you, always. Miles removes his clothes, revealing the smooth plane of his stomach, and you let your eyes wander over his bare skin. Come on, let's check out these massage tables. You lead him over to the massage tables, where you examine the different types of scented oil nearby. They've got rose water, lilac, and lavender, all good options. You strike me as a sandalwood kind of guy. It's nice and light. He looks over the remaining bottles and picks one up with a frown. Fairy dust. That's ridiculous. I gotta know what it smells like. You uncork the bottle and are instantly hit with a sweet aroma of extra florals and a sugary finish. That's actually not bad. I think you should rub it on me. He helps you onto the table where you lie down on your back, letting your eyes slide shut. He dribbles oil over your belly and then gathers it in his palm as his hands glide over your skin. He turned into putty in his hands as he finds every knot, digs his fingers in and working out the tension. He moves from your shoulders over your belly and down your legs and feet until you're melting into the table. You are way too good at this. Don't hear you complaining. Let a soft sigh, fully relaxed, as his fingers continue to brush over you. Have you ever been to a spa before, Miles? It doesn't seem like you're seen. I have weekly appointments. No way. Tension headaches. Massages are the only thing that help. One thing led to another. And now you're obsessed with all their frilly soaps? I wouldn't go that far, though they are quite nice. What about you? I haven't gone until now. I would have never known. I just didn't really understand what all the hype was about before, but I'll admit, being here with you is nice. Now I seem to recall promising you a warm bath. You're really shirking your duty here, Miles. Better get it together. He takes your hands and leads you down the hall to a room with a massive tub full of crystal clear water in the center. Now that's what I'm talking about. Relaxation, come to mama. You sink into the warm water, letting it ease your strained muscles, and Miles joins you a moment after. His eyes slide shut as he settles beside you, a soft smile coming onto his face. This is nice, the two of us. Relaxing. There's something perfect about it. It's pretty nice, huh? But I think the beach has it topped. What the f*** is wrong with you? The beach has it topped. I'll keep that in mind. Though I will say this is definitely better than that bath time with two kicking babies will be like. But it'll be fun in other ways. Just imagine them with their bath toys all covered in bubbles. I'm imagining. Seems messy. It's part of the fun. Even you won't be able to resist getting wet when they look so cute. I'm sure you're right. As Miles settles back into the water, you crawl into his lap and wrap your arms around his neck. You bend down to press your lips tenderly against his, catching him in a kiss that's full of warmth and affection. What was that for? You trail kisses down the curve of his jaw along the side of his head. He slides his arms around your waist. You nip teasingly at the shell of his ear, then soothe the spot with a gentle lick. He shivers against you as you whisper, "Just because." He turns his head to capture your lips once more, and you practically melt into his arms. The warmth of the water around you and the feeling of his skin pressed against yours only makes your desire grow. A good enough reason for me. You run your hands down his chest as you come together for another passionate kiss, and his fingers dig into your hips. He snaps your lower lip between his teeth, drawing it out between you, and a spike of pleasure rushes through your body. Oh. He drops his hand down your squeeze your backside and pull you closer, like the thin fabric of your underwear separating you. You break apart from another fervorous kiss, and he rests his forehead against yours as you both pant for breath. Tell me what you want, Jen. I want to keep going. He reaches up to undo the clasp of your bra, and as it slides down off your arms, his eyes darken with desire. He cups one of your wrists in his hand while the other pulls down your underwear, leaving you fully exposed to the warmth of the water. I love having you at my mercy. He ducks down to press a kiss to your neck, and then drags his teeth over your pulse point, making you shudder against him. His fingers slide teasingly between your legs, just the barest hint of friction leaves you aching for more. Don't get cocky. He pushes his underwear down and brushes your palm over him. His whole body goes tense as he arches into the contact. You run your fingers over his sensitive skin, making him moan before guiding him closer so your bodies are pressed together. Jen. You hold your fingers to his lips as you lower yourself down onto your hips are slotted with his. His head falls back against the edge of the tub. He digs his fingers into your waist as you start up a rhythm that has you both gasping. As you rock your hips together, he bucks up to meet you, and your stars bursts across your vision. You clutch your shoulders, desperate for something to hold on to as you pick up the pace. God, Junior. His hands slide down between you to glide over your every sensitive spot until you're quaking against him. Pleasure spikes across your body like electricity from every touch of his hand and the shift of his hips. The water churns around you as you come together again and again, the pressure inside you building to its breaking point. The final snap of his hips leaves you breathless, the water crashes over the edge of the tub, and you lose yourself in the pleasure. The next day you're walking through Gracetown when you see Craig in the town square, handing out pamphlets to everyone passing by. And here we just had a nice moment. We couldn't have just ended the chapter with that. What is he doing? This is the one show you folks don't want to miss. It is everything. Huge bulldozers, destruction, and of course, me. That does sound kind of fun. In just a few weeks, you'll get to witness the historic groundbreaking of Gracetown's new golf course, and the pathetic end to the eyesore of a park. Miles is going to be devastated. As you feel your stomach drop, you take out your phone and hover over Miles' number before you swap contacts and call Anna. Hey, do you mind if I come by? A short drive later. You find yourself on your sister's couch, staring into a cup of tea as the emotions of the last few weeks finally settle over you. Thank you for letting me come over on such short notice. Of course, all I was going to do was wedding planning anyway. You cannot imagine how difficult it is. It's not even just the venue, but you can't forget the food, decor, flowers. Can you believe one of the florists I talked to suggested pairing Germanies and lilies together? That's terrible. I'm pretty sure at this point we've figured out all the colors. Everything has to be purple. And don't even get me started on dress shopping. Anna stops mid-sentence as she sees your eyes filling up with tears. He rushes to your side and pulls you into a hug. Oh, Jen, did I see something wrong? What's the matter? You're going with purple! Oh my god! No, I'm kidding. Craig's gonna demolish the park. All the hard work I've been putting in since I came here, it was all for nothing. Anna pulls a handkerchief out of her pocket and wipes away her tears. Now, Jen, we both know you haven't just been working on the park these past few months. You've got Luisa's restaurant, Navia's bakery, the dance hall, and you've still got the babies coming. They're a better legacy than any park could ever be. I know you're right. I just wish that we would have shared how great it was with everyone. Hang on, that gives me an idea. What if we and Bao got married at the park before it's torn down? But that's so soon. I'll have to ask Bao, but I'm sure he'll be on board, since it'll get me to stop worrying about every little detail. And that way the park can live on in everyone's memories. Then it sounds like we've got a wedding to plan. Oh, you've only got days to throw Anna her dream wedding. Can you pull off the ultimate ceremony before Craig's bulldozers get in the way? Find out in the next chapter, Baby Bump 2. This is such, like, over-dramatized. It ain't gonna be torn down. The park isn't gonna be torn down. Think about how fruitless that would be. We spent all those diamonds. We did all that work. All these chapters. For nothing. I mean, let me state right here. I'm used to that. So, not with Pixelberry, I'm just talking in life in general. But, you know, I digress. I don't think that's going to happen, but I digress. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down in the description below, links to social media, Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. It would be greatly appreciated. If you guys are not able to hit the join button or help out financially, that is fine. Another way you can help out is simply sharing the channel. Get people to come here, get people to notice, and especially get people to subscribe. It would be really great. Like, I wouldn't mind having something to hang on my wall that says, "Congratulations, Locum. A bunch of people subscribe to you because your community actually wants to watch some of your content." Not all of it. No one's saying to watch all of it unless you really want to. I do a lot of top-notch games. We did 3 demos yesterday of games coming out. Resident Evil Village demo. We did the Little Nightmares 2 demo, and we did Everspace 2 demo. So all 3 are fantastic games, and then we did some miscellaneous other things too on stream. So I will be streaming later this evening on Twitch as well. So come tune into that. There's a link for that down below as well. Peace out.